This is the Puregraft Sink Adipose Filtration System. This system is designed to aid in the harvesting, filtration, and transferring of autologous adipose tissue for aesthetic body contouring. The accessories kit includes a 1.5-liter drain bag, a Puregraft slider, 2 catheter-tipped syringes, and 2 combined adapters. The system also comes with a clamp for securing the sink device to a Mayo stand, as well as an adapter which allows you to use the sink device with the MicroAir power-assisted liposuction system. Additional supplies that are needed for the procedure are a liposuction machine, a disposable waste canister, irrigation tubing, lactated ringer solution, and Luer syringes for injection. The Puregraft sink system allows you to harvest lipoaspirate directly into a Puregraft filtration bag. Here's how it works. The lipoaspirate flows from the patient into the lid. The lid directs lipoaspirate into the Puregraft filtration bag. Here is where the lipoaspirate is filtered. The fat tissue stays in the bag. The waste is then suctioned out of the device and into your inline waste canister. Today we will go through the steps to harvest, filter, and obtain an adipose tissue graft using the Puregraft sink system. An electronic copy of the Puregraft sink instructions for use can be found on the Puregraft website. Remove the Puregraft sink device from its sterile packaging. Peel back the Tyvek header strip on the sterile pouch. Inside, you will find that the Puregraft sink is packaged inside dual-layer protective packaging. Remove the sink and its protective packaging from the sterile pouch and place the device on the sterile field. The protective packaging is secured with a tamper-proof sticker. Peel off or cut the sticker to remove the protective packaging. Now we will set up the sink device for harvesting. Remove the cohesive tape band from around the sink device. Set aside the accessory pouch and catheter-tip syringes. Stand the sink device upright. Remove the cohesive tape loops from the tubing coils. The tubing is already pressed into the tube holders on the back of the sink device. Now press the yellow patient tubing into the tube holder on the side of the device and the red patient tubing into the tube holder on the other side. This ensures that the sink remains upright and stable while harvesting. If you are placing your sink system on a Mayo stand, you may also use the Mayo stand clamp to secure your sink device directly to the stand. Slide the clamp onto the edge of the stand, then lift the top of the clamp and slide the sink directly into place. Connect the red waste tubing to your waste canister. Then connect the waste canister to your liposuction machine. Connect the yellow patient tubing to your liposuction cannula. You are now ready to begin harvesting. You can harvest up to 500 milliliters of tissue into the Puregraft sink. You can use the scale on the integrated Puregraft filtration bag to estimate the total volume inside the Puregraft sink device. Keep in mind that the final purified graft volume will be about 50% less than what you see inside the Puregraft sink device, depending on your desired tissue purity. When you're finished harvesting, turn off your liposuction machine. Clamp the yellow patient tubing and the red waste tubing. Before removing the lid, you will either need to disconnect the tubing from the lid or remove the tubing from the tube holders on the back and sides of the device. Remove the lid from the Puregraft sink device by lifting the tabs on the side of the lid. Keeping the Puregraft filtration bag inside the sink device, carefully remove the bag from the lid. First, unhook the bag, then disconnect the tissue and drain ports. The lid can now be set aside. Before lifting the Puregraft bag from the sink device, connect the drain bag tube to the drain port. Note that the drain port is open. If the Puregraft bag is inverted before connecting the drain tube, waste fluid from the bag will spill onto your surface. Remove the Puregraft filtration bag from the sink device. The thin plastic liner will allow you to slide the filled Puregraft bag out of the sink device easily. Once the Puregraft bag is removed, you may discard the liner. Hang the Puregraft filtration bag from the hook on the front of the sink device and allow the waste fluid to drain for 1 to 3 minutes. While you are draining, you can get your wash fluid ready. After 1 to 3 minutes, close the drain clamp. Connect your irrigation tubing to the lactated ringer solution and to the wash port on the Puregraft filtration bag. Add 200 milliliters of lactated ringer solution to the Puregraft bag. Note that if you do not wish to use irrigation tubing, you can add wash fluid using Luer syringes through the wash port or using catheter tip syringes through the tissue port. After you have added your wash fluid, gently mix the fat for about 15 seconds. Then, open the drain clamp and allow fluid to drain for 1 to 3 minutes. At this point, your graft should be ready to use. To remove purified fat, close the drain port, insert a catheter tip syringe into the tissue port on the Puregraft filtration bag, and use the Puregraft slider to help direct the fat into your syringe. If the fat is to be injected with the Luer syringe, use the combined adapter to transfer the graft from the catheter tip syringes into the Luer syringes for injection. The Puregraft Sink Adipose Filtration System is fully disposable. After the case is complete, all components should be thrown away. If you have any questions, please contact Bimini Health Tech.